Like, oh, it's satanic, leave it alone. Welcome back, my beautiful friends, to another episode of Tarot with T. My name is T, and this is Tarot. So, I'm not feeling a tarot read for any specific sign, so I'm genuinely just going to do a tarot read for the collective. I've got 3 decks out, and I am just going to do one big massive tarot read and see what kind of energies we get, what kind of flows through, what happens. If this tarot read finds you, I'm just going to be optimistic with the universe and just send it out with all of the good energy and the blessings that I've got. And I'm just going to kind of talk and tell you a little bit about myself. So, my name is T. I've been reading tarot for a good part of about 3.5, 4 years. I grew up here in Canada, so my accent is North American. I'm Haitian, was born in Haiti. I'm not gonna do the whole like Haiti. Okay, I get it. I was born in a Western civilization. I was born and raised into a Western civilization, so I don't have a Haitian Creole accent, and I'm not gonna try and have one. Those are just the facts. I do not like, especially people that were not adopted, telling me how to pronounce things, telling me that the way I do things isn't Haitian. I was born there. I was not raised there. I could probably tell you most of the Canuck players that played in the early 2000s, but I damn well can't tell you the capital of Haiti, and that's just how it is. Well, it's Port-au-Prince, but that's just because I know I began studying voodoo and hoodoo pretty much just as COVID really started exploding. I felt very much a call to explore the traditions of my people. I've always been taught, due to the fact that I was raised in a Baptist household, that, voodoo is evil, when in reality, it isn't. There's nothing evil about it. It's really just a bunch of Caucasian people who have never actually spent any time learning, telling you their opinions on things, and that isn't fair. I find a lot of times that voodoo is demonized because it is just not understood, and it's not attempted to be understood. It's just demonized because it's easier to be like, oh, it's satanic, leave it alone. And as a Christian kid, as soon as you hear that word, you automatically just put it down and walk away. But as an adult, that's not something that I can put down and walk away. I'm genuinely drawn to it, and I find so much more solace in getting to know the Iowa and finding out the Orishas and just living my life through learning the different deities and understanding and overstanding and understanding my ancestors are walking with me every day. So for the general tarot read, we've got really, really beautiful energy. I've seen this energy coming out in the last couple tarot reads for Gemini men, Libras, Sagittarius, all in the men angle. So for you ladies, some of this tarot probably will not be as familiar, but to some of the gentlemen who come back and watch regularly, you'll hear a lot of the same cards coming up. So we've got 3 Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, to the Ace of Cups, to the 4 of Cups. I did shuffle really, really well. So to see these cards again just means that the energy genuinely is flowing through us right now. 3 Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever it is that you are building for yourself, the collective, it is going to pay off. But because it's a pentacle and it's an earth sign, so Virgos, Capricorns, Taurus, it's a slow movement. It isn't going to be quick. It's not going to be fast. You'll notice that if you have those placements in your charts, that those energies tend to be a lot better paced than some of the other energies. So you're working towards something that is going to bring you fulfillment and happiness. And then you've got the Ace of Cups to the 4 of Cups, which is telling me that you're open to a new aspect of yourself and a new love for yourself. Because I'm seeing a lot of pentacles coming out here, pentacles and cups, I feel that is where the general energy is right now. It's got to do with your materialistic side as well as your emotional side. And those two play very strong hand in hand with each other. You'll find that if you are constantly thinking about money in a negative way, the rest of your emotions tend to be more on the depressed line than if you're thinking about traveling and vacationing and doing something that is of movement. You've got the mental of the air sign and the fire sign with the excitement going on in there. So those two tend to go hand in hand. So these two emotions that you're feeling right now have to just allow yourself to be in the energy, be calm, be still, be very emotional without being overly emotional. Understand what these emotions are trying to tell you. As I'm talking about Pentacles, you've got the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles here as I'm shuffling. And I'm going to place those over your Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So you've got some choices to make, but you also have to be studious in those choices. Page of Pentacles is somebody who is thought-provoking. They like to take their time with their ideas. There's no hurry in any of this. I really like the Page of Pentacles for you, the collective, because the Page of Pentacles reminds us that we need to use our head and sit in the idea a lot longer. We need to go back to school and learn. If you need to take like a 6-week course in order to fully understand the next movement in life, it is going to help build those 10 Pentacles faster for you. Okay, the Four of Cups to the Ace of Cups here. What offering is coming in for us? A Hanged Man. Something you've been praying about. The Queen of Cups. Your Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands at the top of the deck. You're wanting something like badly, and the choice is really going to be yours as to whether or not you're going to accept it. I think you want true love. With the Queen of Cups here, she's so lovely and loving, and she's brave and beautiful. She's crowned. She's got her little off-the-shoulder dress. She's very sexy and alluring. And what's going on for you right now, the collective, is you're just genuinely ready to open up your heart. I think you've done the work. With the Hanged Man out here, this is telling me like you've done the work. Four of Cups, you're a little tentative still because I think being in love is something that genuinely still scares you. But right now, with the way this is sweet. It's the Page of Cups. And I was just gonna say, the way you feel right now is you are open to love. And you are opening to having new experiences. And yes, because that Four of Cups, you're receiving an offering and you're still a little bit like, oh, I don't know. You're genuinely going to be excited when this cup arrives, and it's going to teach you a lot about things that you didn't really know about yourself. And I'm excited for you because you genuinely deserve it. You deserve the happiness and you deserve the goodness that's going to come from this relationship. Your next row, you have the Emperor, and then you've got the Four of Pentacles. The Emperor and the Four of Pentacles sitting together here is telling me that you need to, I just heard, go forth and prosper, but the energy needs to be gruff and masculine. You need to do this in a way, I just heard Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, Genghis Khan. Like, you need to be not ruthless at the way you do things. I'm not talking about the Belgians going into the Congo ruthless. Or Genghis Khan ruthless. None of them are good, really. None of them are good. But I'm just seeing that if you want to grow yourself, you need to be ruthless in what you do. You need to be the type of energy where you are a bull, but not a bully. You are a leader, not just a boss. Like, if you're a leader, you need to be at the front of the line. You need to be teaching and and learning at the same time. There's nothing worse than working for somebody who isn't willing to learn things, who isn't willing to just be like, oh, excuse me, I was incorrect in saying, or allow me to apologize for something. You need to be able to be the kind of leader and boss and emperor that people can come to and be like, I fucked up, but here's how I want to fix it. And if it's something that you need to fire them for, at least allow them to fix their mistake so that they can walk out with their head held high. And I just say that because there's the Four of Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles tells me that you have to deal with things that are uncomfortable. The card that followed on top of that is the Eight Pentacles. So you double your money when you sort of become the emperor you've always wanted. And the Eight of Pentacles is very much a entrepreneurial card. It's a card that talks about working for yourself. But you're very young in this. The Eight of Pentacles is very much a young energy. I'm not saying that the person listening to this is some old guy and he doesn't have the chance. You can teach old dogs new tricks, but you just have to understand it's going to take them a while. This is your brain having to work harder. You're having to think more, but your Ace of Swords is also telling you that you need to go ahead and stick that foot forward and lead. You need to be strong. You need to be first down that hill. You need to be first up that mountain. You've got Ace of Cups here, Ace of Swords here, tons of Pentacles energy. The collective, you are trying to figure yourself out. Five Swords talks about you having a really good idea, but you might not have gotten the financial backing that you thought you were going to get. You're going to have to figure things out right now. Yeah, Two of Swords. You're going to have to sit with yourself and sort your shit out. There's a lot of pensive energy here. You're doing a lot of thinking, and that's not a bad thing, especially with having all this earth sign energy out here and the cups out. It's time to use your head a little. Wouldn't be tarot with tea without tea, right? And this is like fenugreek and ashwagandha and cinnamon and ginger root, and it actually was a bright red tea, but it's been teed out today. World and the Death card. This is going to be a whole new journey for you. This is going to be a whole new cycle for you, a whole new giddy up for you. And as I said that, the Chariot card fell out over these two cards. This Chariot card is telling you, look, it's time to giddy on up. It's time to go. You've got your two lions, your female and your male. You've got your energy just roaring to go. People are going to see this. This is the Six of Wands. People are going to see this. People are ready to see this new you. Seven Pentacles. Five Pentacles. They're ready to see you become what you've always talked about becoming, and not just, well, more to yourselves. I feel like this, okay, Spirit just told me to tell you to not tell anyone about your next procession, your next viewing, if you will. This is going to be one of those, like, if nobody knows, then nobody knows. And it'll be one of those moments where somebody's going to call you in 5 or 6 months and they're going to be like, hey, I haven't seen or talked to you in a long time. What happened to you? Is everything okay? And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm on a yacht in the middle of I'm on a yacht in Maldives. Can I call you back when I have better service? You're going to put your sunglasses down and you're going to sip your damn champagne, and you're not going to call him back because you don't give a fuck. You have the Hierophant as the top of the deck card. And the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups here. is reminding me to tell you that you are going to go through some major shifts and changes, and that you need to make sure that you actually, right underneath the 9 of Cups here is the 8 of Wands. So this is all going to happen kind of relatively quickly. You are going to transition immensely into a very different energy than the one you're currently carrying. So it's going to be almost like a portal shift for you, like a quantum leap. But with the 4 of Swords here, is that the more rested you are for this quantum leap, the less it's going to interfere with you. Like, here's what I'm seeing. You've got to kind of be like Julius Caesar, or like Sulla, Emperor Sulla. I don't even think he was an emperor yet, but Sulla. He was this redheaded general that was really close to Julius Caesar, and they were good friends at one point in time, but they kind of became rivals. But Sulla would do this thing where instead of sleeping all the time, like sleeping at night, he would take naps all the time. Like, he would literally go and study for like 6 or 7 hours, and then he would have like a 4-hour long power nap, and then he'd get up and do a bunch of stuff, and then have another like 20-minute power nap. He would always be resting. He would take power naps, and that's what Spirit's trying to get you into, is like, you can be a multi-billionaire, and if the stocks on the other side of the world open at your time, 4 a.m., get up at 4 a.m. and start pushing the stock market. Go to sleep at 9 a.m. and sleep from 9 to 11, get up and start working again. You do not have to work on some other planetary time constraint, because that's not who we are. If you don't work that way, if you don't sleep 8 hours a night, if that's not something that interests you, don't fucking do it. Eating 3 meals a day, that's another thing that isn't natural to most people. Graze all frickin' day. Have an apple, then an orange, then chill for a bit, and then have a big giant meal, then graze for the rest of the night. Do what makes sense for you, because this next phase of your life is going to hit you like a blinding flash, and if you aren't ready for it, you're going to have some, I just heard, nauseous moments. You're going to have moments that don't quite make sense. Okay. If you would like a personal tarot read, there will be a link in the description box below. Thank you so very much for watching Tarot with T. I'm sorry it's not like our normal tarot reads, but I really enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have yourselves a beautiful day. Bye, everyone.